I watch a new film every other day, follow along for recommendations and reviews. Today, I just finished watching the movie titled Blue Honeymoon that is showing on Love Story Media. And do you know why I'm saying Because Love Story Media, now it be this now. Let me tell you guys what you might not know, but if you're following the Video Film Club, you will know. When I first met Love Story Media, they gave me Unbroken. A film I talk about till today. I recommend that film to every single person that I know. Wonderful film. I love that film. After that, I was locked in with them. Then I gave me Good Girl, Bad Boy, a film I did not love at all. And we talked about it on the club. After that, then I gave me When More Than Me Falls in Love, a film I didn't also love. I said, Love Story Media, waiting they happen. And I talked about these films. Of course I did. On Anomi, I go always talk. So when I watched this film, this Blue Honeymoon, and it is giving me what I need, I was just here like, this is why I come and talk about things that I don't like. Some people will say, why do you talk about things you don't like as well? I think it's about to talk about things you don't like so that people can also look at their script again. Maybe they will say, make we look this script again. Make that boy no come yab me about my film. And today when the film good, I will never yab you when it's good. I loved this film. This Naim. This Naim. This film is about, well, it depends on how you see it. This film can either be about a man that marries this girl, but the girl is so, she's not helping him. She's just like, you promised me a soft life, and she's not willing to help him at all, no matter how much he's busting his ass to kind of provide for her. She's just this very, uncaring wife. You can see it like that. You can also see this film as a girl who was promised a beautiful life, a soft girl life, a baby girl life. We come marry man, it be like, say, now we should enter the marriage. In one way, she can't start to go walk. We should go start to walk. And she's like, why? That's not what you promised me. Then this girl then meets a boss that is rich, and the film now goes from there. It complicates the film, it complicates the marriage, and the film goes from there. The acting performances here. This is my first time seeing Clinton Joshua as a lead actor, and the boy gave what he needed to give. Chison Agoawuike, that girl acted like her rent was due. Chisom na actress. Jay Blaze did some good directing. Jay Blaze does this thing that I love in his films, where he kind of uses everyday objects to like frame certain parts of the film, and he just gives it like this interesting visual composition, like using like a luggage hand to like frame somebody, or using like gift bags, or using like a door as demarcation into a transition. Like, I love stuff like that, and Ghibli is good for stuff like that. This film really delivered. And now I'm going to talk about this film with spoilers. So for those of us who have watched, spoilers ahead in 3, 2, 1, so we can just properly let us go. All right, now we're in the spoiler section. Please, if you're going to write a comment that has spoilers, just write spoiler alert before you write your comment so that we don't spoil it for people that have not yet watched it. All right, let's start this. The first thing I want to start off with is Trude and Kim's marriage. First things first, no marry anybody just because of advice. Also, you see that his uncle that said, no, go and marry. Now, where the team money don't finish, he's not saying, but who told you to go and marry again? Sorry, maybe I'm not for telling you to marry. That is advisors. Better marry when you're ready to marry and because you want to marry, not because of advisors. Because those advisors, they will leave you in the middle of the road. They will. Because of that, now with the sister, they don't borrow money from friends. Kim no even make better food for her friends. She they make struggle noodles. And then on top of that, she now finds out that the big reason that he married her was to get access to the family business, which of course is very like, can you imagine finding that out about the person that you married? That would be so upsetting. So I understand her upset when she then gets very upset with him for the majority of this film. But when she got upset, she really got upset. I knew what I don't pass Gary when he was sick and asked for pepper soup, and madam said, see your phone, go and order pepper soup. I said, oh, she does not like this boy right now at all. And then when the lights went in their house and they had a conversation around like the service charge, and you just now see that she's so hell-bent on just like this, I'm not willing to split 50-50, I'm not willing to compromise, you are the man of the house, I'm not going to take your responsibilities. It was reminding me of another film that we've watched on this film club called What's the Big Deal About Marriage. You should go and check out that film if you have not. And the biggest lesson that we really took from that film was just how like compromise is necessary for a marriage. You cannot do a marriage without compromise. Like, it is necessary. It is a necessity. Without it, it won't work. So I think at the end of this film, I'm happy that they also learned that, compromise is needed. Like, you can have a vision of how you want something to go, but when you enter inside it, you also have to be willing to compromise and help each other to get to where you want to both be happy. On his part, though, we are really seeing Chude really doing any sort of work. Even when he's doing that work that he's saying that, if I share one flyer and a 5K, and his friend is like, Jesus Christ, 5K. His friend Jesus Christ really cracked me up. But he's really doing everything to kind of like make this work, doing everything. Thank God for his friends that also kind of helps him. He's working hard. And then at the same time, Kim now goes and she meets her boss. Let's start talking about the boss. That boss, Leo, that one just they look for girlfriend. From the first minute that she's not even like qualified to get this job, and he now like tells her to come and work as his PA. I was like, oh, this one they fine woman. That part though, where he now offers her a car and she's even considering saying no. I was like, oh, that's just what are different. I for take that car one time. I won't even be like, public transport is okay for yeah. I for say, bring the car, bring the car. When the man is sick, her boss, and she's now making pepper soup for him, I said, oh, so now you can make pepper soup for a man. Oh, oh, oh. But then at the same time, I understand because you see, even that part where Leo sees her in the car, I said, man, where they laugh at the thought of you even bringing out your ATM card. Even you, Trude, you don't want that kind of. I understand, Kim. I understand. I understand. Although that guy really put her in such a weird position because I kept on wondering, and for the film club, let us talk about this. Like, what do you do if you're Kim in a situation like this? Where you're getting all these perks from your boss, but you also kind of have a feeling that he's into you. Like, what do you do? Because if you really shut it down, there's that way that it can get very like weird and like you can also be at risk of losing the job. So how do you handle that? I love that this film also gives us an answer to this question. I thought that they would leave it hanging, but I love that at the end of the film we now see that she essentially threatens him and she says, "Unless you're going to fire me on the grounds of me not actually doing a good job, I am going to keep being in this office." The internet is a very, very interesting place and you can try me. I like that she just turned it back on him and she didn't let go of her job. I loved that. I really, really did. Because he also gives people an answer to that kind of like, what do you do in a situation like this? Ultimately, Leo really showed himself when she asked him that question of, so you don't care that I'm married? And he said, I don't care that you're married. That revealed his entire character, even for me as a watcher. Because when a person is not willing to even respect boundaries, you don't even respect someone's marriage, you just want what you want at the expense of this person's marriage, you don't even care, that tells me all I need to know about you. And I love that that was all she needed to know about that man's character. Ultimately, she goes back to her man, and her and Chude end up, just seeing eye to eye, saying we're going to do this better, we'll carry each other's burden better. The job, his father's business also kind of, starts. There's positive news from that direction, and that's also good for both of them. And ultimately they both choose each other and the film ends in this like a nice way. I genuinely just thoroughly enjoyed this film. Like it's just like it compounds on all the things I've been talking about of the last couple of films we've watched on the Love Story Media. Like this one just got it right. Like it just got it right. And I'm so happy with this film. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed this. If you have watched this, I'm very curious what you think about it. So please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Also, if you have watched this whole video and you have no idea who I am, my name is VDK. I'm the curator of the VDK Film Club, where every other day we watch something new and we just about it like we've done today. Follow along. All right. Until the next film that I watch and the next video that I make, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.